13 years of pain end now, Taurus. The universe is turning your scars into symbols of command. Have you noticed how the air has been vibrating differently around you? Why you wake at 3:33, your heart thudding for no reason? Why the same names, the same memories, keep finding you again and again, as if time itself is looping until you listen? Baba Vanga foresaw this activation. Nostradamus called it the silent thunder of the earth sign. They spoke of a Taurus whose endurance would bend into radiance once the wheel of the fixed stars moved again, and that moment is now. A portal has opened in October 2025, carved by eclipses and Uranian light, and your soul, ancient, tired, golden, is being called to step through. But when the door swings wide and your crown glows again, will you rise to wear it, or hide from your own brilliance? Taurus, there is a sound beneath the sound, a low hum in your bones, a drumbeat older than language. That is your activation. For 13 years, you've walked the long valley of patience, mistaking endurance for peace. You've been the pillar for others, the anchor in their storms, and somehow you forgot that pillars also crack. The universe has watched in silence as you built foundations out of loyalty and carried burdens that weren't yours. Now the earth itself, your element, is rising to set you free. The pain was never punishment, it was the apprenticeship of power. Every betrayal taught you to discern truth from false light. Every delay taught you to trust divine timing. Every loss trained your heart to beat with the rhythm of the unseen. Now, as the full moon in Taurus crowns the sky, the veil lifts. The high priestess stands behind you, and the wheel of fortune spins in front. Between them you stand, a being reborn through opposites, the keeper of silence and the child of destiny. Can you feel the shift in your skin, the electric shiver when you say no to what once controlled you? That's Uranus breaking your chains. That's your ancestors clapping in the invisible realm. Because for 13 years, you were trained to hold your power in reserve. Now the cosmos wants it used. You are not here to serve stability any longer. You are here to embody truth so unshakable that stability forms around you. The energy of this month feels strange because your frequency is higher than the spaces you used to fit in. Conversations sound hollow. Old dreams taste flat. People who once understood you no longer see you clearly. That is not loss. It is translation. You are speaking a new dialect of light. When Baba Vanga spoke of the Earth Child whose silence would shake cities, she meant you. She saw this October as the moment when the bull of heaven lowers its head, not to submit but to charge. Your soul has been grazing on survival for too long. Now it hungers for sovereignty. Look around, patterns repeating, doors closing, objects falling for no reason. These are not accidents. They are messages saying the cycle is complete. A 13-year chapter of karmic weight ends, and the 20-year era of embodied power begins. 2 decades of ascension await you. But to enter, you must shed the titles you wore to be loved. Your patience was holy, but now it must be replaced with permission. Permission to rise, permission to be seen, permission to outgrow the versions of you that made others comfortable. There is a moment approaching. You will feel it in your chest like a drum too big for your body. Something you lost returns, not as a person but as a power, an idea, an opportunity, a calling that feels ancient yet urgent. When it arrives, you must answer without hesitation, for hesitation is the language of the old self. You've spent years trying to understand your purpose. Now your purpose is trying to understand you. It asks, will you allow yourself to be as vast as I designed you to be? If you feel tremors of fear, remember, power always returns, disguised as loss. Every person leaving your life is a space opening for divine alignment. Every door that slams is a wind pushing you toward the next one. You are not being abandoned, you are being unlocked. The seers warned that Taurus would one day stand where sky meets earth and choose. Remain the guardian of others' dreams or become the keeper of its own. This is that hour. The portal is open. The throne awaits. but it will not follow you into hiding. Step forward, Taurus. Not as the one who survived, but as the one who commands. The universe does not ask for your modesty any longer. It asks for your magnitude. Now breathe. Center your hands on your heart and say it with me, not softly but as a summoning. I reclaim the throne of my soul. My silence was not weakness, it was initiation. The earth answers to my frequency now. Feel how the words vibrate through your bones. That is the crown settling back onto you. Write this decree in the comments, carve it in your mirror, breathe it into your morning. Every time you repeat it, the universe rewrites a line of your story. And if this message stirred your spirit, leave your hype on this video. Like, share, comment. And if your heart feels called, become a member of this channel. Each hype strengthens this light, amplifies this frequency, and carries this activation to other souls who are ready to remember. There are moments, Taurus, when your body hums before your mind understands why, when you feel chills during silence or tears rise without cause. Those are not random emotions. They are ancestral transmissions, ancient vibrations moving through your DNA, reactivating a memory older than history itself. You are the sum of centuries of endurance. Every ancestor who bent but did not break lives inside your pulse. Every forgotten dream, every buried prayer, every sacrifice made under the weight of survival has been waiting in your blood for this exact moment in time. Now, as October 2025 stretches open under the Taurus full moon, your bloodline is awakening through you. The 13 years of pain were not wasted. They were a sacred decoding process. Each heartbreak, each silence, each loss softened the barriers around your lineage so that divine power could flow again. Listen closely. The universe is not giving you new strength. It is restoring what was always yours. Baba Vanga once said, "The soil remembers those who loved it." And Nostradamus added, "When the earth trembles beneath the patient sign, the past walks again." They were not speaking in riddles. They foresaw this period, a reactivation of Taurus energy so profound that the world itself would shift to match its vibration. You, child of the earth, are the key of that prophecy. Inside you lives a temple built of inheritance, not just genetic but spiritual. It holds the voices of matriarchs who prayed for a descendant who would break the cycles they could not. It holds the dreams of fathers who worked in silence, believing their effort would one day bloom in someone who could finally rest. You are that someone. Their rest is your rise. But power inherited without consciousness repeats pain. That is why the universe made you walk through 13 years of resistance, to temper you, to ensure that when the ancestral codes reawakened, you would not misuse them. Now you are ready to hold sacred fire without burning. The energy that once slept under the roots of your family tree begins to move upward. You might feel it as heat in your spine, pressure in your chest, or a surge of intuition that feels too precise to ignore. These sensations are your spiritual nervous system rebooting. Do not resist them. Each pulse, each tremor is the universe etching a new design across your soul's architecture. For centuries, the Taurus archetype was known as the builder, the one who holds, protects, sustains. But what happens when the builder becomes the structure itself? When the body turns into the temple and the soul becomes the architect? That is what is occurring now. The universe is rewriting your energetic blueprint, one memory at a time. Everything collapsing around you, relationships, routines, even desires, is not destruction, it's recalibration. You're not losing ground, you're becoming ground. You may notice you're craving solitude, not loneliness, but sacred isolation. That's because the codes cannot activate amid noise. The ancestors speak through stillness. When you walk alone, when you cook, when you breathe before sleep, listen. You may hear fragments of their language in your thoughts. You may dream of places you've never been. You may recall faces that belong to no lifetime you remember. Don't dismiss it. You are not imagining things. You are remembering what they knew. Their strength is not behind you. It is rising through you. In these weeks, Uranus electrifies your sign, while Mars carves fire into your determination. You will feel torn between peace and power. Choose both. The lesson of this era is not to pick calm over courage, but to fuse them. That fusion, the grounded warrior, is the secret shape of Taurus in its highest evolution. The old world taught you that safety meant silence. Your ancestors survived by staying quiet, bowing low, blending in. But this generation of your soul is here for the opposite mission: to speak, to rise, to take up space. The very patterns that once kept your lineage alive now limit your destiny. And so, the universe breaks them, not cruelly, but precisely. The relationships that no longer honor your growth are exiting because your vibration refuses to shrink. The financial limitations, the invisible ceilings, the self-doubt, they are ancestral shadows dissolving in the light of your awareness. Each time you refuse to betray your truth, you heal hundreds behind you. Each time you honor your boundaries, you liberate thousands ahead. This is what Baba Vanga meant when she said, "One will carry the memory of many and turn it into light." That one is you. But activation is not comfort, it's confrontation. As the old frequencies leave, you might feel sudden grief, dizziness, or exhaustion. These are signs of energetic detox. Your nervous system is adjusting to handle more voltage, more presence, more command. In these moments, the human part of you will want to run, to cling to what feels familiar. But the cosmic part of you, the one that made promises before birth, already knows you cannot return to smaller versions of yourself. Everything that's fading is part of a divine contract expiring. Everything arriving is part of your new covenant with destiny. This is why your body feels like a portal, because it is one. The DNA itself is awakening. The same molecules that carried the memory of your ancestors' fear now vibrate with your faith. The pain was their language, power is yours. Now, Taurus, anchor this revelation. Place your hand over your heart and another on your abdomen. Feel the heat of life moving within you and speak this aloud. Through me, my bloodline rises. I transform inherited pain into sacred power. My roots do not bind me, they crown me. Say it again until you feel the ground answer back. This is not poetry, this is programming. Every repetition carves new geometry in your energy field. Every breath aligns your lineage with its divine purpose again. And if this message resonated, leave your hype on this video. Like, comment, share, and if your heart calls, become a member of this channel. Every hype strengthens this frequency, grows this temple of light, and carries these ancestral codes to other souls ready to awaken. There is a silence that doesn't soothe. It presses on the chest, heavy, electric, the silence before lightning strikes. Taurus, that is where you're standing now, on the edge between who you were and who you cannot avoid becoming. For months, you've felt it. The strange exhaustion, the sudden surges of clarity, the nights that feel longer than time itself. You tell yourself you're just tired. You say it's stress or change or maybe the weather, but deep down you know the old you is cracking open from the inside. Every soul destined for power walks through this valley. It is not punishment. It is purification. The universe, in its quiet precision, dismantles what no longer carries truth. You are watching that dismantling unfold. Relationships that fall apart without argument, opportunities that vanish without reason, certainties that crumble even as you hold them. This is divine arithmetic, subtraction before expansion. 13 years of endurance built strong walls, but also cages. Now the energy that sustained those walls has reversed polarity. What once protected you now confines you. The ache you feel isn't weakness. It's the sound of old versions of you begging to rest. When the earth shakes, buildings fall, but roots remain. Remember this, you are not the structure collapsing. You are the ground reclaiming itself. Baba Vanga once called this phase the storm of remembering. She said the Taurus soul would face a mirror so clear it would see every mask dissolve. Nostradamus wrote of the bull who roars from the ashes of its own patience. Those prophecies were not warnings. They were blueprints for this moment, your breaking point. At first, you may resist it. You'll try to rebuild what's falling, call back what's leaving. Promise yourself that things will settle soon, but the storm is not here to be survived. It's here to be used. When you stop fighting the current, something miraculous happens. The debris clears, the noise fades, and you finally hear what the silence has been trying to say all along. That voice inside you, the one that whispers, "Enough." That's not defeat speaking. It's destiny taking command. The mind fears collapse because it believes identity will die with it. But the soul knows collapse is only compost. The remnants of false life become the soil for divine growth. Everything that feels like destruction is the universe answering your secret prayer for authenticity. You asked for peace. The universe took away what disturbed it. You asked for purpose. The universe stripped you of what distracted you. You asked for truth. The universe silenced every lie you told yourself to keep love nearby. This is not cruelty. This is precision. And then, after the thunder, comes stillness, not the emptiness of despair, but the silence of creation preparing to speak again. You will notice it in small ways. The way the morning light feels different on your skin, how certain songs now stir you to tears without sadness, how your body suddenly wants to move differently, eat differently, breathe differently. That is your rebirth, sneaking in quietly while your mind is still mourning the end. The phoenix does not rise with a scream. It rises in silence, covered in smoke and grace. That is what you are becoming. The quiet miracle after a storm no one knew you survived. As the eclipse corridor closes and the Taurus full moon shines directly above your sign, a corridor of divine reprogramming completes. The old Taurus, the one who endured, dissolves. The new Taurus, the one who commands, steps forward. And this time, you do not bow to life. Life bows to you. You are no longer reacting to fate. You are rewriting it. When the dust settles, you will see clearly. Not everything that broke was meant to be repaired. Some things were meant to break so that you could finally breathe without permission. Your world may look smaller for a moment, but it will feel larger inside you. The people who remain will feel like oxygen. The spaces that once drained you will fade like dreams at dawn. And in that clarity you will understand the truth of the prophecy. Power is not given, it is remembered. You were never weak. You were waiting for the right frequency to hold your strength without apology. That frequency is now. Before the full power settles, there will be one final test. Someone or something from the past will return. A familiar voice, a temptation, a cycle dressed as comfort. It will whisper, "You could have this again." Do not fall for nostalgia. It's not a door, it's a detour. The universe will observe your reaction carefully, because this time, your no must be sacred. The moment you refuse to repeat what wounded you, the final seal of your awakening breaks open. And then the energy that's been circling you for years will finally enter your life, unobstructed. That is when you step into your 2 decades of power, not with force, but with resonance. Now, Taurus, anchor the truth of this breaking point. Stand, breathe, and declare aloud, "I do not fear the collapse. I am the ground that remains. From the ruins of who I was, I rise as who I am." Repeat it slowly, until the tremor in your chest steadies into peace, because peace now is not silence. It is sovereignty. Write this decree in the comments. Speak it in your home. Let your walls hear you. With every repetition, you signal to the universe, the storm has done its work. I am ready for the throne. And if this revelation resonated with your spirit, leave your hype on this video. Like, comment, share, and if your heart feels the call, become a member of this channel. Each hype amplifies the light, strengthens this frequency, and carries this message to every soul still trapped in the illusion of endings. There is a moment after every storm when the air becomes unnaturally still. No thunder, no wind, just a silence so clear it hums. That silence is not emptiness, Taurus. It is arrival. You have crossed the threshold. The breaking has ended. The ground beneath you is no longer shifting. It's responding. For the first time in many lifetimes, the universe is no longer testing you. It is listening to you. You, the fixed sign of Earth, have endured every element's trial. Fire that purified, water that softened, air that stripped, and now Earth that crowns. The patience that once chained you has turned into magnetic command. Everything that left was not rejection, it was space-making, a sacred clearing for the authority you were born to hold. Baba Vanga spoke of a day when the bull's eyes would glow like suns and its breath would shape the winds. She meant this. The Taurus soul would one day stop reacting to life and start generating it. That day has come. You are no longer inside fate's design. You are co-authoring it. The throne is not an object, it's a frequency, the vibration of absolute alignment between will and truth. When you think, creation listens. When you speak, reality rearranges. Every word you utter now carries the weight of the years you spent silent. Every boundary you set is a spell of protection written in gold. Every act of self-respect alters the architecture of your universe. This is not arrogance. This is spiritual law in motion. Power does not always roar. Sometimes it simply decides, and the cosmos complies. Notice how your desires are changing. They're cleaner, simpler, wiser. Where once you wanted proof, now you crave peace. Where once you sought validation, now you seek resonance. That shift is the throne taking shape within you. To rule is not to control. To rule is to understand. And Taurus, after years of misunderstanding yourself, you finally do. You understand that love without respect is debt, that giving without joy is self-erasure, that stability without truth is imprisonment. Now stability becomes sacred ground, not a cage. Love becomes choice, not charity. Success becomes reflection, not pursuit. This is the true throne. The moment when nothing external defines you, and therefore everything external aligns with you. When Nostradamus wrote of the crowned bull who bends the storms, he described this exact alignment of stars. The crown you wear now is not made of metal or pride. It is woven from photons, threads of awareness, memory, and grace. It does not glitter for others to see. It glows from within when you act in integrity. Look back, Taurus. Every moment you kept faith while unseen, every tear you turned into endurance, every silence you filled with patience, all of it condensed into light. That light has become your crown, and as you move through the world, others will feel it before they see it. People will pause mid-sentence around you. Animals will approach you without fear. Technology may glitch near your hands. You will attract what vibrates at your level and repel what no longer belongs. This is not magic. This is physics, consciousness shaping form. So what happens next? You begin to speak with the authority of one who has merged with their purpose. You will notice it first in your decisions. The overthinking that once paralyzed you will fade. Intuition will strike fast and precise. You will move differently, slower perhaps, but with unshakable certainty, like the earth rotating, silent, unstoppable, inevitable. When obstacles arise, you will not panic. You will listen for the rhythm underneath them. You will sense where the energy wants to flow, and then you will simply step aside and let it pass. That is mastery. That is command. The universe is no longer testing your strength. It is waiting for your direction. What you emit now multiplies. Think of your energy as sunlight through crystal. Whatever you focus on refracts infinitely. Fear creates proof of danger. Faith creates evidence of alignment. This is the responsibility of the throne of light, to know that your focus is the steering wheel of destiny. Every thought is a decree. every emotion an order. So guard your frequency as you would guard a sacred flame. The same patience that carried you through the valley is now your greatest weapon. Do not rush manifestation. You no longer chase, you magnetize. Your timing is the pulse of the earth itself. The Taurus era begins quietly. No trumpet, no thunder, just life rearranging itself around you. Projects that once stalled begin to move. Allies appear out of nowhere. Doors open before you knock. And through it all, a single truth resounds. You were never meant to beg for alignment. You were meant to become it. The next 20 years will not demand effort. They will demand clarity. Your job is not to push, but to stay aligned, to hold the tone of your throne, no matter what the world projects. Because now, Taurus, you are not in the world. You are shaping it. Now, beloved Taurus, ground this frequency and speak your command into existence. I reign in stillness. My will is peace, and peace obeys me. I command through alignment, not force, and all creation responds to my light. Let it roll through your body like thunder disguised as calm. Write it in the comments, whisper it before sleep, speak it when doubt tries to return. Each repetition strengthens your field of creation. Each breath seals your covenant with the universe. And if this revelation resonated with your heart, leave your hype on this video. Like, comment, share, and if your spirit feels called, become a member of this channel. Every hype expands this energy, helps this temple grow, and carries this light to every soul ready to remember that peace is the highest form of power. There is a fragrance in the air that wasn't there before. It smells like rain on old stone, like the first breath after tears. It is the scent of renewal, the signature of a soul that has completed its cycle of suffering. Taurus, this is your dawn. For 13 years you carried pain as proof of love. Now love carries you as proof of wisdom. The spiral has turned. The earth beneath your feet recognizes your vibration again. Every echo of the past bows before the magnitude of your becoming. This is the return of the earth child. Baba Vanga once said, "The bull will kneel only once, before its own reflection, shining with light." And Nostradamus wrote, "From the soil will rise a patient crown, and nations shall follow its rhythm." They spoke of this era, the 2 decades that begin now, when Taurus no longer lives under destiny, but creates it. You have crossed the gate of transformation. Now the dust of your trials becomes the gold of manifestation. Look around. Subtle signs are already appearing. The conversations that drained you have quieted. New allies are emerging, not in noise, but in recognition. Doors once locked are opening with ease, as if the universe kept spare keys waiting for you. This is not luck. This is alignment. You have become a tuning fork for divine order. Everything you attract now mirrors the harmony within you. Daddy, seek the material manifestation. For years, you gave your energy to what didn't grow. Now the same discipline becomes your harvest. The projects you plant will root deeply, faster than before. Financial flow will stabilize, not because of miracles, but because your frequency no longer leaks through fear. Your voice, literal or symbolic, will carry weight. The world listens differently to those who have walked through silence. Your words will open paths for others. Your art, your work, your presence, all will become instruments of elevation. This is not ego, this is service. When a Taurus awakens, humanity remembers stability. You will feel drawn toward leadership, not as domination, but as stewardship. Where you once sought belonging, others will now seek your guidance. Where you once built for survival, you will now build for legacy. And the love that rebirths. In these new frequencies, relationships evolve too. The love you attract will not mirror your wounds, it will mirror your healing. Gone are the dynamics where you gave endlessly to prove worth. Now love arrives as recognition. 2 sovereigns sharing light. Do not rush it. Do not chase it. It will find you in divine timing, as easily as gravity meets the sea. The universe cannot send you a partner of truth until you fully inhabit your own. And you do now. You are no longer waiting to be chosen. You are choosing from alignment. The global ripple Taurus, you are not just shifting your own destiny. You are altering the global field of manifestation. The frequency of Earth responds to Taurus more than any other sign. And as you stabilize, so does the planet's energy. This is why your inner peace is sacred work. When you are grounded, entire systems calm. When you forgive, generations heal. When you believe, the grid strengthens. Your personal awakening is planetary service. And as these next 2 decades unfold, you will witness a quiet revolution. The rise of grounded leaders, creators, healers, all carrying the Taurus imprint of patience, beauty, and truth. This is the age of embodied stability. And you, beloved Taurus, are its cornerstone. The 2 decades of power. What will these 20 years bring? Power that doesn't corrupt, wealth that serves purpose, love that sustains truth, peace that protects creation. There will still be storms, but you will not fear them. You have already become the thunder. The lessons will continue, but they will come gently, through awareness instead of suffering. The karmic weight is gone. The contract has been rewritten. From this point forward, your timeline is no longer about endurance. It's about expansion. Every 2 years within this 20 will open a new chapter. 2026, 2028, integration and reward. Seeds blossom, long-held dreams root in form. 2028, 2032, leadership and recognition. The world begins to notice the light you've become. 2033, 2039, legacy and mentorship. You guide others through what you once endured. 2040, 2045, completion. Your soul harvests what it planted across lifetimes. By the time this cycle closes, you will not recognize the person who once feared endings. You will be the embodiment of beginnings. The final prophecy. When the ancients spoke of prophecy, they never meant fate carved in stone. They meant potential carved in light, and light obeys consciousness. That is why the prophecies of Vanga and Nostradamus were never about catastrophe. They were about awakening. They saw this age when humanity would remember its power through the sign that carries the pulse of creation itself, Taurus, the Earth's heart. You are that pulse. You are the prophecy fulfilled. Everything you touch now becomes reflection, the outer world mirroring your inner clarity. Even silence responds, even time bends. This is divine authorship in motion. The decree. The crown returns now, Taurus. Let the final decree seal your throne and anchor your 2 decades of power. Stand tall, breathe deep, and speak this aloud. I am the prophecy fulfilled. Through me, Earth remembers its light. My past bows, my future rises, and my power serves the divine order. Feel those words as electricity through your spine. That is the crown returning. That is destiny recognizing its maker. Write this decree in the comments. Whisper it at sunrise. Say it when fear tries to borrow your attention. Every time you declare it, your frequency stabilizes the world around you. And if this revelation resonated with your soul, leave your hype on this video. Like, comment, share, and if your heart feels the call, become a member of this channel. Every hype expands this light, helps this temple grow, and carries this prophecy to every Taurus still waiting to awaken. Because now the waiting ends, the silence ends, the prophecy lives, and you are its proof.